Welcome back to the Quiet Car Podcast. On today's episode, Collecticon for the ages. Labubu is a go, and it's officially the road to the Nationals. But you already know what it is. Your boy Money right here. Gable's on the other side of me. JP, yeah, he's right over there. Also, listen, we just finna get into it. Collecticon was this weekend in Orlando. We was there. My first time there. It's Jerry's first time at Collecticon. The pro, Yabo, he's been there before. But so Jerry, since it's your first time at Collecticon, what are you thinking?
So, first and foremost, bro, you better have your walking shoes on. Like, I realize a lot
Now
of
hold
people
on. Now
like
time out. I know you was the one. You walked it more than us. I would say that.
Yeah.
You did walk it more than us.
I didn't walk the show floor.
Because it was funny. Cause every time both on the rail was like, "What Jared wants to go sell some stuff?" I was like, "Yeah,
bro, it was beautiful.
That's
I mean, I kept walking up to tables going, "Hey, look, I love to buy damaged cards. Do you have damaged cards?" And I just like it was time and time again. People just pull cool, crazy stuff out, and it's like you're like, "Wait, what is this?" And it's like a bubble Mew, right? I think I've shown you this before, Bonnie. It's like $300, 250, $300 plus,
raw."
on a very low end. Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And this one, it was creased, but the guy had it at damage price, incredibly stupid low. I was actually trying to make a deal on a PSA. I think they call it the Lovebirds. Long and short, the Lovebirds card itself in the Pokemon is a full art, and it's probably like a little over $1,300 right now, raw. And then this PSA 1 was in a very affordable price. Now, shout out to the owners of the PSA 1. Really good variety of what they had. And, you know, and this is what I keep saying. Even if it's a PSA 1, when it is a heater, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, I saw so many cool damaged cards, but I will say I did only see 3 or 4 first edition Charizards. So going back to those rare cards,
hey, they consistently rare, huh?
I saw a lot of Moonbreons. I saw a lot of the Poncho Pikachus. I saw a lot of the, the big giant cards that everybody's chasing, the Sunbreon, stuff like that. There's a ton of that stuff.
But was they moving though?
Well, right now, Modern is moving. But I think the slick play, though, that vintage, I just love it. Like, every time they rip packs, it just gets rarer and rarer.
Well, it's because it's everybody's going after the Modern, right? Nobody's paying attention.
Yeah, we're in this weird moment where people are just obsessed with Modern. Like, honestly,
it is bad, Jerry. Dude, there are no cards on the shelves though.
Oh, hold on. That's what we talk about. That's what we talk about today.
Okay, Amani, you start this up because we were talking about today, and Amani put it beautifully. And I said, okay, you're the non-TCG guy. We got to take it away, Amani.
This is the funniest thing about Collecticon is there is not one Pokemon on the shelves at major stores at all. Like, you're not at all. I go there almost every week, and there's no Pokemon at all. I don't remember.
None.
I don't remember what I had
single
ever.
packs, not ETBs. They've got plushies every now and again, but you know what I mean, nut cards.
But when we're at the show, and when I tell y'all people, it was buggies full of wax. Buggies.
Hold on. And when he says buggies, boys and girls, we're talking not the little Aldi's or baby Walmart like grocery market little things that it's like, oh, here's the cute little buggy. No, we're talking the Home Depot, like you're meant to put lumber buggy.
Yeah, and the dude, like I said, and they'll just come to the table. I remember we kept getting passed by so many people just pulling just a buggy just full of bags and bags and bags of wax Pokemon. 151. I mean, this guy had just like 2 things of just 151s. I'm looking at it like that's
every
crazy.
Costco in that guy's area is empty.
Crazy.
I wonder where they went.
You know, and to the point, it's like it's hilarious to look at it and go, you can't find it nowhere else but here. This guy sold. I went over Cards.
Some people might not find it hilarious, but
I think it's hilarious because I'm not in that space.
I think it is too, because a lot of those guys I would say are struggling. The boys and girls who are moving singles, like okay, yes and no. Wax always moves, right?
Yeah.
There was a lot of those tables. I'll be honest with you guys. I walk by and I'm literally like, it is cheaper to hit the buy it now button on eBay. And that's with tax included, boys and girls. I mean, I'm not trying to be a jerk.
But that's another
damn.
Thing. But it was another thing of the Team Rocket set.
Hold on. As we're referencing this for our audio listeners, you're missing out. YouTube listeners, look at my hat. 130 point. We're referencing correct freaking numbers. We're not just pulling numbers out of a hat. We're pulling it from this hat.
So
shout out.
I remember one time Jerry left, and this guy. Hold on. Anybody that's listening right now, we got segments on this. Okay, so I'm gonna say one thing lead to another, but we're gonna keep it straight and narrow. This guy comes up, had a V-Friend shirt on, and he had the Team Rocket on there. He specifically looked for Jerry because Jerry had the V-Friends. There's a whole connection there.
Well, and I had met this gentleman when I was getting coffee. Him and his other buddies both had V-Friend shirt on, right? And I told them, I said, hey, we're back by the Charizard. And I did say, because explain how they acquired this, through the badge system, which shout out through.
He did?
Yes, I believe that's exactly how that worked.
Wow. Okay.
So he was in it for free. So
okay, but
but keep going.
So he comes with the Team Rocket stuff. I gotta call Jerry on the phone, right? He looking for Jerry this.
I've been in line for 45 fucking minutes for food. So boys and girls. But that food was good. Shout out beef bulgogi rice bowl. It was
it was
it was off the charts.
So we went. So I'm calling him and going, okay,
$25 with a Pepsi.
Guy comes. I feel like that's not bad. So guy comes.
It was cheaper to eat in New York, but whatever.
What are we eating in New York?
When we were at Fanatics Fest, fucking way cheaper to eat in New York.
Hold on, we did. Oh no, yeah, we had the.
We ate a bunch in New York.
We had the.
We went out. We went to truck. We went to a bunch.
What's the truck that we had? We had the.
I don't know, but anyways, come on, keep it up with us. I don't know. Keep it up with.
I think it was like dumplings or something.
Yeah. All right. So
because that truck, that truck was good.
Truck was good.
I just really thinking about it.
Long and short.
Oh, hold on, wait. So the whole thing. So I'm calling him up, and I go, okay, if he comes back, what's your number?
I told him a realistic number of what I saw on eBay within 6 completed plus sales within the last 48 hours.
And I'm clutching my pearls, going, this ain't gonna work.
Which hold on. Shout out to the gentleman, great guy.
Yeah.
In all fairness, he literally got it for free, boys and girls. He was just trying to acquire as much capital as he could, quite literally, to go buy more VFriends stuff.
That's basically what it was.
When we were there, a different gentleman who, shout out, lives in Florence, Alabama, but their shop is located. Yep. That was the two guys that we met at trade night who walked up to us, who said, "Yeah, I pulled these 2 VFriends cards out of 2 blasters, and they offered me $10,000 at the
autos."
Yes,
I didn't know they was from Florence.
No, on the flight home, I figured out that the guy behind me was that guy's brother, because he goes, "Oh yeah, my brother pulled this," and I said, "Oh, he showed it." He goes, "Yeah, no, that's my brother."
So they have a shop in Florence?
Small world. No, it's not in Florence. It's in another state. The brother lives in Florence and flew out. We shared an airplane. He literally, because we're like right there by. We're not first class, but you get the extended little. Because I wanted to be on the wing. Same thing with bro. He said he wanted to be on the wing. Oh hell yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, we saw the thing and it was like it didn't have a wing on it.
First off, shout out Breeze. Breeze was lit. I liked it.
Comfy, ain't it?
On their
comfy, right?
On their diagram, they could put where the wing is, just so I could 100% know, as a guy who wants to shoot a video, exactly where I'm going to be. I would have been one seat back because that's where he was. But anyways, it was great.
But yeah, so the guy said his number on it, and I was like,
so, long and short, what Amani's saying is the guy was too high, but so I feel like this is a novice negotiating tactic, which is totally. I mean, he was like, what, $50, $75 high on something, and he literally goes, "I'm the only person in the room who hold on." He goes, "I'm the only person in the room who has this at this point," which was completely true, because it was X number of people had to collect these free badges that certain vendors had. And the way they hid it was they had little stickers on the ground that had arrows and pointed people in the directions. If you didn't pay attention, you wouldn't have noticed. If you showed up and paid attention, you could have got a free $120 to $200, depending on who's going to hand it to you. Wow. I'm not going to hand you $200, but I think it goes for about $120.
But that's what it was. Yeah, but it was getting sold for a lot more. But I knew you didn't really want it, because he was like, "Yeah, I don't really." It wasn't like I can shoot it here. I can shoot my shot here, but then.
Yeah, I just knew plenty more, and literally like 5 more came by the table after. You know what I mean? And the price kept getting lower every time. Yeah, he was
so disappointed when it was like.
Well, beat him down. I told him I would pay him strong, but I didn't mean I would overpay for it. I mean, there's a difference.
Would you give him $100 for it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't budging off the number anyway. No. You can just tell. There's no point even.
Yeah, no. I mean, 100%. Bro, really, I know he was interested in that auto, and I know he had some other cool stuff. I was really trying to work it towards a trade.
Yeah,
towards that Gary V auto, and he just only wanted. Yeah, he had a couple other cool VFriends things that I actually wanted, and I was like, I've had several Gary V autos. I wouldn't mind having one of those numbered to 10. And he's like, "I don't want to move that." And I'm like, "I understand."
Yeah, Gary V, no, number to 10.
It wasn't a Gary V, but it was one of the new Chrome cards, and I forgot which character, but it was a popular character, and I was like,
First of all, that's another thing, right? VFriends, the community.
Yeah, okay. You guys, since I feel like I'm the guy who's always putting on the VFriends hat here, let me know what you guys thought about the community.
I already knew it was there, but the crazy but I already knew that the community is already there, and that's why you do it. But just to link up with what's the Curiosity Cat, whatever she was.
She was Cockroach on Twitter.
Yeah.
I forgot what the because it's something cockroach, but no, but it was a V Friends character.
Oh, where did you get that shirt from?
Huh?
Where's the shirt? The V Friends shirt. Where did that come out of?
That I had on?
Because everybody kind of had that shirt.
The black one I had, everybody had.
Not the other, with the wizard or something.
The cream one that I had on.
Yeah.
There's only, I think, 55 or 555 people on the planet who have one of those.
Yeah, because I feel like
I only saw 2 other people in the whole place have that shirt. They also had a different couple of cream colored V Friend shirts, but yeah, no, the V Friends people were in there hot and heavy on a different level.
Yes, it's a whole community. Like, you could tell, and I know people are listening to this and going, "Nah, it's just like MetaZoo. It's nothing like MetaZoo."
It is nothing.
The hype is way bigger than MetaZoo.
Well, okay, hold on, guys. Let me ask you, just outsider looking in. What was it like when you saw those interactions when people just walked up on me and they saw my shirt and my hat and freaked out? And by the way, everybody, I had a V Friends shirt on both days and I had a V Friends hat on both days. So what was y'all's thought?
All I say is at the top of that case were like 2 1930 something Walt Disney, Gary V. Otto, a 1-of-1 ridiculous Black Panther.
Oh, the sketch. Mm-hmm. The sketch, yeah. Everybody was over the sketch.
There's a 1-on-1 Trevor Lawrence on that top row. And everybody said, "Oh my God, look at that Gary V."
It was It was fucking crazy. And then there was a first edition Charizard up there too.
Oh yeah, also
the Gary Charizard. The Gary like everybody's like, damn, that Gary V's numbered to 99.
Right.
Damn, that's a PSA 9.
Right.
And when you go pack pools,
and that was what other people were like, wait, why is this one more significant? It's like, this is a pack pooled acquired. And this is the beautiful thing about the hobby, boys and girls right now who are listening from the sports world. When you come into the non-sports world, some of these people don't realize the difference between a on-card, like I met, Karl Anthony Towns at a basketball game and he signs a card, right? How that's not as valuable as his NT rookie auto pulled from a pack, top level. Well, coming into it with that level of knowledge into the game, I feel like really gives us an advantage. So like anybody who is into the sports world and is afraid to jump into TCG, there is actually a way right now for you to make some for real money. I mean, I'll let Amani speak on this in a little bit later, but there's another TCG or non-sport item that really has been hitting just crazy that we were talking about buying cases of later on, but that people aren't thinking about.
Yeah.
Listen, the kids are yearning to mine.
They're stuck in their own ways. I think the thing with people in sports, it's this way or no way.
But hold on. It gives them the advantage because listen, I think the sports boys and girls who really, really understand, that blue to 150 is a big deal. That gold to 50 is a big deal. That's whatever 1-of-1, like the non-sports people go, it's the 500. That's cool. Oh, it's the 39. That's cool. They don't get they get it, but it doesn't resonate the way it should.
Right. Because for a majority of the TCG, it's it's
a new concept. Like in Pokemon and stuff, there's and Magic
was more of a playable thing.
There's not numbered cards.
Yeah, because it's playable.
Now, yes, people are shouting into the screen right now. Yes, there's new numbered Magic card. Like there's a few, but like not in the same prevalence of sports.
Yeah, it's not. Why would you? And I don't know why they would have number card, because, like I said, it's just a playable thing. It's not, it's not a collectible thing. It's, can I play this? Can I play this? Whatever. That's why. That's why I don't hit the same. So, but like I said, even with the TCG there, we didn't have enough sports cards.
So yeah, I was gonna say, I think that was the advantage that we had, was shout out Funko Queen. She had a whole shop open. I mean, I'm just gonna give flowers where they're due.
They was in there. Oh my god.
The Funko. The wall.
Oh yeah, because that's right.
That's why we're there. That's why we're there anyway. On the strength of Funko Queen.
Listen, on the strength.
Oh yeah.
But the wall, the little, I mean, it's a come into the shop. Shop is always open, but man, how she set up shop was great. And then we're right there. Mo's back there 3D printing stuff on the spot. 2 3D printers. And I really feel like we had the most prime location. We were literally right in front of the inflatable Charizard and the bathrooms.
And the signees.
And the signees, yes.
Yeah, and the signees. So it just, but I think,
and I thought it was beautiful because so many people walked up to the table and looked at Wnba and was like, "Oh my god, I'm so glad y'all have sports. Like my kids are here and they're doing this, and Dad's over here like, no, I'm looking at baseball cards. I'm looking at comic books." Like,
a lot of people said like there weren't a lot of comic book vendors.
I heard that too. That was crazy.
Very few.
But I don't know if a lot of folks went to like MomoCon. I did see like a couple of comic book vendors that I thought I would normally see at Collecticon. I saw some videos from them at MomoCon. So maybe they hit that one up instead. But yeah, I should have bought more comic books, bro.
No, we didn't have no cards. But what did I tell you about the cards that's coming to the table? What did I tell you?
Bro.
What did I tell you? Now, hold on, wait. Now, going to a sports card show, that cards come up to there, coming to here. It's a start preaching, please.
Listen,
please.
It's first off, we got to give credit where credit's due. Yabo's been telling us forever. Just the stuff that comes up to the table. Are you interested in this? Everybody else in here just only wants Pokemon. Do you like these? I've got a Caitlin Clark cracked ice orange and these crazy Caitlin Clark's bases. I'm just wanting to sell them. I want to go buy. Huh?
What's the other Caitlin that we was like?
Out
of 25.
Yeah, the out of 25. Just no big deal. I think that one was a PSA 10. I mean, and hold on, just casually pulls it out of a fanny pack with a fucking bubble mailer and just like no bumper on it, no sleeve, just raw dog slabbed up.
We gave people so many sleeves.
He just casually hands it to Marcus, and Marcus is like you could see it on his face. He's melting. He's like, I don't want to hold this. This is expensive. Like puts it down on the glass. Like, oh, this is a 25.
Oh,
it's
no.
Really nice.
That was the so for the people that's listening right now. So that was the Jimmy Choo Sailor Moon. Right, and this is so crazy because
yes, that was when the girls had brought up the Jimmy Choo Sailor Moon. So that was the one that Marcus put down. It was like, that's super expensive.
Yeah, because we was like, okay,
and she didn't have any skinny sleeves on nothing.
She was casually talking about it. We was like, Jimmy Choo, okay, cool. I like how. Let me just put them on the table, this and going through. Like, oh yeah, I like this.
And they didn't have any penny sleeves, and so I just go, hey,
thumbs on the card.
Penny sleeves for fur.
No, it was after because we was like, how much is this? And it was like, oh, it sells for like, I don't know, $400 or $500 a thing. We immediately was like, wham, where is some stuff at to protect these cards?
Yes, that was about the order of operations. I ain't
lying. We protected every single one of them for them too.
And it was, I mean, I gave them every one of the last of my top loaders. I said, ma'am, just put all of the. You said this one was $700. Yeah, this is the first one that needs to go in a top loader.
Oh my god!
I was like, bro, I just wish I had blue tape so I could like. Let me just tape this over the top. I know it's not going to look as pretty, but it's not going to fall out. It's going to be very safe. It will be the moment you want to send it to PS. It'll be beautiful, not like, and just casually was in like a deck box, just bouncing off of corners and stuff.
So, real quick, PSA or SGC on those? I think.
Oh, PSA
all day.
Oh, okay. If it's between anything, it's PSA and BGS, right?
Oh yeah,
because
Well, I'm just saying. I just think those particular ones. I just think they would look better in the tux.
They would look better. They would. They would not. They would look better in the tux. Yes, because
not at all. Not at all.
But
hold on. You know what would look better on it? A Black Label 10. Now, now the condition I don't know after it was kept in the deck box.
None of those are getting no daggone Black Label.
That's what I'm saying. No, ain't none
of them are getting 10
at all. That ain't close.
I mean, you never know. It maybe, but
the design of it is no. It will look.
But yes, I mean it would visually look really good with the SGC slab. Yes.
But the value of it,
value wise. If it could hit a Beckett 10, oh my god, yeah.
And I looked it up too. Them Jimmy, then that actually makes me want to get one with the Jimmy Choo. I ain't gonna lie because I was like, this is very. I would never knew that existed. Never knew. I would never knew that would exist on there. But also, okay, listen. But this is what I tell people in the sports world, and I'm explaining them of Collecticon and sports cards at Collecticon and what comes to the table, what gets sold there, and I'm just trying to tell people still doesn't register to you there. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
the amount of kabooms in downtowns.
Yeah. Okay. First off, shout out to Ryan.
Yes.
At Cards HQ, we love him. So, Amani, you want to take it away and tell them what we were doing?
So so I'm down to buy a kaboom. I'm down to buy a downtown.
Yeah, but after like $10,000.
Yeah, but that's the thing with it was
like it's Sunday. We can't hit the account up and just go, can you wire this up right now? Like
I just couldn't because those were some big. We're talking about gold kabooms. We're talking about had a black downtown or somebody, I forget what it was, and we were just like, look, and it okay, Jerry, it wasn't tell these people, Jerry, tell these people, it wasn't just you go okay.
No. I think the very first big monster was just casually a Patrick Mahomes kaboom to 10.
But see, this is
like
the thing,
raw, just no big deal
with people that was showing this. They wasn't just showing this stuff. They were trying
and Bro literally pulled that out like a Jan Sport backpack. That wasn't even like a Zion. He's like,
they was trying to get rid of this stuff. That's what I don't think people understand.
Yeah,
when it comes down to that,
they were
trying to get rid of it, not hold it. They was like, we don't want this stuff. We don't want it. Get it off our hands.
Well, I mean, if the referee's not going to treat Patty nice, I get it. But keep on going. Yeah.
I mean, they had the Jalen Daniels too.
Oh yeah, that was the second big one that came by. Like just and it was so funny because me and Amani saw it first, and I go, Marcus, look at this. You're about to shit your pants, and he goes, like I don't think the first things out of his mouth were even words. It was just,
I got some of them.
Oh yeah, you did get a lot.
He got some of them, that's for sure.
You did get a lot, but man,
when he says some, we're talking 98%.
Everyone that came to the table was like, "Yep, yeah, hold on."
Minus a kaboom that was priced high, which according you can, that's the one you can price high. I get it.
It was great.
It was good.
Gotta love what comes to the table, man.
It was
Happens every
crazy.
show.
Yeah, like I said, they just like I said. But even with, I mean, the guy that had the dual Patrick and Travis, and then the black downtown, I think it was at 25 or something. I was like, okay, so what? You just got to ask people, like, all right, what don't you want? And that's what you basically get. And then, like I said, even the cars that I've been buying like that and trading for that, I mean, they're gone in 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. So hold on, just for the people that aren't really paying attention, I purchased 2 Caitlin Clarks. I walked 30 feet.
Not even that.
I went and traded for Pokemon and cash.
Yeah.
I got more than what I paid. And it was a great deal for the person, or it was a great deal for the person I did the deal with, because I gave them room to make money. And then shout out to our other homie. I'm going to leave him unnamed, but he's a big time YouTuber. Love him. He came by the table and I was showing him the other Caitlin that I had.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I was showing him another Caitlin that I had.
Yes.
Right? And it was beautiful because he's a homie and we love him. And so I gave him a great price. Literally, I gave him half of what I had sticker
plus
on.
more.
Right?
Plus more.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, you know,
I can't.
It's okay. I'm gonna pass on it. Right?
What happened?
With Amani, how many seconds till this other guy walks? I think
perfect timing.
We love Kenny.
It was perfect timing.
He like, literally showed up right as Kenny's standing there. Right? Yeah. And man, it's so fucking funny because the guy goes, "Hey, do you have any Caitlin?" I go, "Funny you say that," because it looked right at him in his face.
Sure,
I said, "Yeah, I got this right here. This is this price." The guy goes, "Yeah, I'm getting that, and let me grab some other stuff too."
He was like, "I get it.
You could have doubled up easy, like that fast."
I get it, right?
And okay, also, boys and girls, I had that priced under what I thought was a reasonable eBay price. I literally wanted people to look at that price, look at eBay, and go, "Yeah, I'll get that." So when when you come, just realize, like, if you make the bigger the pile, the better the deal.
It was, like I said,
it is. That goes all over, man. Marvel, comic book stacks. Yeah, bigger the stack, better the deal.
So, but before like I said, before we move on, let me just tell you who the sponsor. We got a mid-roll this week, so let me tell you the sponsor. Always of the
only
show.
The best.
Connect Collect, right? Connect Collect. Who was there at the show? But we'll talk about that later. So
first off, I think they were the only people in the entire building to be rocking any 3D printers. I don't know, guys. You did take a lap. Hold on. Did you see any other 3D printers? I saw a few 3D printed items.
We were trying to find
nobody else had a 3D printer.
No, we were trying to find. There was somebody else there. We were trying to hunt them down. Because I remember that. We were trying to hunt them down.
There. And, but we know who was, though.
So, Connect Collect. Elevate your brand with Connect Collect. Turn your logo into a VIP piece, mounted in a premium chain with a graded card at the core of it. It's not just a charm, it's a wearable piece of art. It's a conversation starter. It's a collectible built to flex anytime, anywhere, at any place. Take it to the next level also with our modular spinning towers, because your brand deserves gallery level displays. Okay? Flex harder, brand smarter. Use code QUIET20 for 20% off at collect.shop. That's QUIET20, QUIET 20 for the people that can't spell. Connect Collect, where logos meet luxury. Now, speaking of, we're going back to Collecticon.
Yes.
Here's the thing. I think we talked about there is the pricing of the cards of Pokemon.
Well, not just Pokemon. I mean, Labubus. There were people who had sports there that were also priced kind of high.
Is it?
It's items in general.
Do you feel that the YouTube, the whole the people that go to show we spent 20,000, we spent 50,000, people waiting on those people? Do you feel it? Do you feel like it was like our stuff is so high, but hey, if you want to spend 10 grand with us, we'll cut you a deal.
So I will say it in the way of I think we had an advantage because we were really dominating that $500 to $500 market.
Bingo.
Right? So I saw an excess of, 5,000, 6,000, this, just, I mean, I love this stuff, right? Don't get me wrong. Totally cool. I mean, I saw a $700 Labubu and it was actually half price of what's on eBay. So if it was real, that was a good deal. More than I would pay. But, I will say there was not a plethora of things that were mom friendly. And I think that's also what gave us an advantage and why so many parents over and over, because quite literally, that was the little boy and the little girl that I noticed, the little girl Zion case. Shout out. She was there with her brother. They both had Zion cases and she had a WNBA sticker. And
Yabo, he's talking about that family.
Yabo had a monster binder of WNBA.
Fatty.
Just fat. Could not zip it. It was so big. I don't know how this man did it, but literally there's some of those binder sleeves that has 3 cards in it. You're like, well, it's the same player, but this one's a green, this one's a blue pulsar, this is a pink cracked ice, and you're like, but
that's on the strength, man.
It was interesting. When you actually, and it was great because, I'm like, hey, do you like WNBA? We've got WNBA over here. And she's like, oh, whoa, look, they've got Pokemon. They've got sports.
Oh, my God.
I think their grandpa was over there in like the comic book section for like 45 minutes.
He deal. So that was the same guy that he had the Xavier Worthy Texas jersey signed.
Yes.
And he literally, this was on Saturday. There it is right there. This was literally on Saturday.
At a Collecticon in Orlando.
Had it, and he literally took out all of our Caitlin Clarks, number one. And that's what that's what he wanted. Then it was more WNBA stuff. Like, what do you got? And we're trying to just find stuff. WNBA. We're combining tables now. Because that's what he wanted. Everybody, I mean, what a difference! What a difference a year makes. All I'm gonna say for that for WNBA. What a difference a year makes. Because,
bro, listen,
we trade the house for that.
I'm trading WNBA for other sports, for Pokemon, for. I even traded. Shout out. I even traded a jersey that I acquired from the Globetrotters jersey. I traded some WNBA for that.
Look at that.
Yes,
so, I mean, listen, WNBA's hot. It was like a no-brainer. It's like, are you trading this for a box of WNBA? All day. Yes. Like, so many grown men walked up and were like, do you have Caitlin Clark? It's like, all sold out. Should have came earlier.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like after this, I look at it and go, I should just go on eBay. This is probably the tip of the week. Just go on eBay, find every Caitlin Clark lot. and just start buying them. Even the base Caitlin Clark's prisms are just can't keep on the table.
Well, I mean, I kept it on the table for about 25 minutes, if.
I don't even
And
think that.
that was only because I had it tucked away in the binder.
Yeah, and that was
out.
that was crazy. Like I said, if he never came to the table, right?
Yeah.
If he never came to the table and was like, "Hey, you know what I'm saying? You know, what Pokemon you got? What? Oh no, he was asking what cards we got for 5 to 30. I think $30. You know. Oh, but all in all,
Nice.
Collecticon, Orlando. What we thinking? Good, bad, great.
Marcus, start us off.
It was
Yeah.
It's our third Orlando Collecticon. Never have been in the very back of the room. I I would say just from the data had better probably um monetary success closer to the stage, close to the front of the entrance. But it
I don't
wasn't bad
know.
at all.
I would argue different because the guys that pulled the monster V-Friend stuff out of the two blasters, the guy who rode behind me, he said they had two spots. One was by the door and then one was by the stage. And I asked him about what he did during the performances. He was like, I literally left. That was a whole hour and a half that we were for sure going to be dead, not sell one thing. He was like, we literally could have put a blanket over the table. You're not going to sell anything.
Well, yeah, you can't be too close. You
Well,
can't be
yeah,
too
not that. Yeah,
close.
And so
I think
I was like,
close.
well,
Yeah, we
how'd your head
weren't.
feel? And he was like, oh, bro, it was terrible.
But close
Which,
to the stage
I
in
mean, listen,
Atlanta.
I'm sure if you
We weren't that
came in
close
and
to the
had
stage.
earplugs and
No. We was closer than we was in Atlanta. We was Orlando, and I felt that
Yeah,
that definitely made a difference
it
because I remember
impacted. Yeah, it did
yeah,
impact because a lot of
because
people
I
are
remember
still
some
feeling
guy
pain.
came to the table was like oh, if you're or if you're going to be in the middle, you got to be like all flashy and all this other stuff. I was like, dude, what are you talking about? We was in Atlanta in the middle. We're not all
We were
flashy and
kind of like
stuff.
in the middle.
Killed
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like you just don't have good product, or you don't know how to sell. It's either or the two. Like, geez Louise, just the excuses is crazy. Put me
But it
anywhere in the
was,
show, we're gonna sell.
but it still was like good traffic both days.
Yes,
Definitely sold a variety. Sold, I mean, Marvel and comic books and sports and JoJo's Bizarre posters.
oh yeah, that was very popular.
Stuff I don't even, yeah, man.
That's crazy.
And of course, displaying, um, Connect Collect all over, and having
Let's talk
fun.
about it.
wait, say it louder, later. Hold on. I got to hear it.
Getting all the 3D printing, on the spot. Had a lot of people doing, custom chains, charms, man. So it was good. A lot of good
The
traffic,
moment they saw they could have
exposure.
any jersey they want, like
Oh man.
like that custom super rookie Banchero that got printed, his like rookie number that's changed, man. Like you get custom prints.
I
It's
think it's just
cool.
wrong. I never seen him have that number.
He was that
I've
was his
never seen him
rookie
have that
number.
number. I still don't believe it because I got rookie cards of him. He never had 3 on it.
That's crazy, ain't it?
I'm teasing Mo. I love you, bro. We're just
but
busting your chops.
But that
but
was funny. But yeah,
but
go ahead.
folks, I mean, it was very receptive, man. I mean, people received the
Kids
charms
loved it.
well. Yeah, the packs they went off pretty good. And yeah, when you can get a $20 start and then all your add-ons are $5 and stuff like that.
That's it.
Yeah, man, you can do a lot of things. So
to be
yeah.
at the show of that magnitude, and to be successful as it was, says a lot. Because also we got rain coming, and also
I know. I was gonna say I keep muting mine because it's like
I know it's crazy. Yeah. So anybody listening to this, we're going through a tornado right now, but here we go. Make good content if anything happens. And so but
bro, this is like the third one in a row, right? At least because it was last week's too.
Last week was like that. Yeah.
And I feel like the week before
was that too.
I feel like it.
Anyways,
not gonna we're gonna make it through, people.
When they did when the tap feature happens, and on the phone, and then you can people went crazy over the whole the tap feature.
What is it? NFC chips?
Yes, the NFC, man.
Yeah.
Take you straight to the players' stats.
Well, it can take you anywhere though. That was what I thought was beautiful with the custom things. That was like, where people were like, "Oh, hey, could you tap this to my website?" Yes. Could you tap this to my whatever? Yes. My YouTube, anything? Yeah, just tap it. Tappy tap.
Did Gary Vee ever show up?
He showed up, but he was there for a short time because he was mobbed by a crowd of people. I mean, it was the same effect as when I was trying to go pass something off to Waka Flocka. It's like if I had Tom Brady to throw a football from the 10 to the field goal.
Yeah.
I could maybe make it.
So, but yeah,
I mean, just right there at the line, just little, so they can hit it and keep the toes over. And
so like I said, so Collecticon was just great.
It was.
I mean, it's just and
I loved every bit of it. It was very personable. A lot of folks, came and talked, whether it was talking cards, talking connect, collect charms, wanting stuff, like major comic books. So a lot of people were asking about the Invincible series.
I have been every time you leave, like somebody asks for that.
Yeah. So we got.
I've been plenty of times.
And I actually had a guy. He called me this morning, man, before I went to work.
What?
Yeah, he called me this morning, and he was like, "Yo, I talked to you. I told you they wouldn't let me bring, my box of comic books in or whatever." What? He's like, "So I got these pictures. So yeah, I got a roll of pictures, like Amazing Spider-Man runs and Iron Man, like 1 through 4."
Oh, and also, speaking of getting in contact with Jerry, got to call Mo about an idea that.
Yeah, we got to talk about it off air.
Yeah. So,
but people are coming up with custom stuff that they're literally like, I don't know where else to go. It's like literally Connect Collect could literally 3D print anything for you.
So
if you can dream it, they can build it on strength.
So, like I said, anybody selling cards out there, try another space. You know what I'm saying? We know you feel comfortable at all these shows that you go to and you want to see the same people and stuff, but hey, sometimes you just gotta explore out there a little bit more. You'd be surprised. So, until next time, check us out. But like I said, in other news, especially WNBA news, because it's the WNBA season. Caitlin Clark out for 2 weeks.
Out 2 weeks.
Glad I sold every Caitlin Clark I had. Had her for 20 minutes and sold her. But probably a good time to pick up. So
that
2 weeks.
Yeah,
that part.
Get up off that thing, Jerry. Jerry had a car 20 minutes. Gone.
Came back, was like already gone. I mean, he literally paid for it, left, be back.
Literally, Amani's like, man, this could be a great grading contender. This, that, and that. Oh, wait, never mind. It's already gone. Yeah, I already got this.
Gone. It's already gone. So, but I say one thing, which is crazy. The Lynx is still undefeated. Just go over some stuff. Your girl is out here killing it. Number one. Out here just destroying.
Oh, wait, real quick, WNBA interjection. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the vendor that was to the left across the hall from us, it was a husband, wife, and I felt like 2 or 3 little girls. Literally every day, one of them wore a WNBA jersey. And there was one day, there was one day that the mom had on a Clark jersey, and then one of the little girls had on a Clark jersey. And I think on the other day, the little girl had an Ionescu jersey on. Just no big deal, guys and girls. I mean, just real casual.
Interesting.
It's something coming.
You bet.
I mean,
better watch out. But see, this is what I don't get. Like I said, I'm watching this. First of all, let me look. Chicago gotta get it together. That's all I'm gonna say. You gotta get it together.
They still ain't won no game, right?
They still ain't won no game. They still ain't won no game. You gotta get it together. And the thing is that I don't know. Somebody correct me if I, whatever. But they just don't have. I know Big John is watching. They don't have nobody that can score. Now, like I said, Angel out here, listen, when you she has to learn how to kick that ball back out. But then that's what I'm saying is that she's playing a 5 position. She doesn't need to play the 5 position. She needs to play the 4.
I mean, she's still getting doubles every game.
Yeah, but it's not helping the team.
Obviously.
It's not. When you get the rebound, you should kick that thing back out. Then you don't have 4 people on you. It's like what are you doing?
If you can trust those other 4, man. I mean, she right there at the goal. I want her shooting that thing. I want her on the square. But
her
they need some shooters too.
That's what I'm saying. They don't have no shooters. Also, but the thing is with WNBA is that I don't know. They have these protected Listen, I hope this new CBA corrects all this. But if I'm an organization and I look at the roster from last year, and I'm seeing people that's averaging 4.6 points a game, they're off my team. And I'll put a rookie there.
Man, it used to be bad. Like, if you go look at some older,
I know,
like WNBA cards,
I know.
Look at the stats on the back.
Yeah,
man, you be like, what? What?
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of them games they go in this league. That's what I'm saying. A lot of them games they go 50 points. Right. So that's what I'm saying. So now these games are going over 100 points. It's like big difference. Big difference. But these players on here, like I said, if you're a player, and I just don't get this organizations. If you're a player and you're in an organization, you have a player on a team that's averaging below 10 points.
Right.
Why are they on the team? Why y'all not? I mean, this is what I keep saying about the draft. It's the Hunger Games. All these girls not playing that scored massively in college. You had old girl from Oregon. She matched up last game. I think she put a 30 or something, 20-something points last game from the Aces. Got cut. Now the Aces can't score. Plum's out here. I mean, let's say Plum's out here doing what she's doing. But now the Aces can't score.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, listen. I'm surprised the Dreams doing what they're doing. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna say this. Brittany Griner is she done balled. She's balling out.
I mean, yeah,
balling out. Insane.
There's also some other clips going around too that.
Oh, with the refs and stuff.
She made a remark.
Oh, with Caitlyn.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be all right. But
I don't know what she said.
Things you probably shouldn't say into a camera. That's all I'm gonna say.
Probably. Don't have the camera on then.
Hey,
but she's
Ryan Howard, the dog though, man. She's
oh my god! You see what her and Kaylin got into it.
That's what I'm saying. She's the one.
That's what I'm saying. She's always been the one. I like I said, but I hated the Dreams organization. I feel like they need new ownership. But with Brittany Griner there, it's been a whole nother team over there. It's been they actually might make the playoffs for the first time.
No,
I don't know about the first time, but
just balling. She balling. She got to get like all the rebounds necessary.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna be hard to stop.
So
though they should have won the home opener against the Fever, they gave that game up.
But like I said, I mean, when teams now is going to have to match the scoring that Kaylin is doing over there. But like I said, that's why I'm looking at Paige. I feel like Paige is I feel like she's holding back still.
That's what it's gonna turn into. You're gonna have more and more ladies come into the W, and they gonna really show off their offensive prowess, and that's how they gonna become the star of that team. But it's coming. You got some girls out there, man, coming up like that ain't in out of high school yet, breaking all kind of high school records and state records and stuff. It's coming.
But that's the whole thing is that when they can they get on a team? What are these teams going to decide to do? You gonna go younger or you gonna stay where you at? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Are you gonna go younger and more scoring, or are you gonna stay where you at?
Yeah, you're gonna go younger, more scoring. You got to.
So you got to, but I mean that's what I'm saying though. Is that what we're gonna do? Like I said, we'll see. But little WNBA update right there for you, but I know Ace is missing Kelsey Plum. I tell you that right now. But also coming into, like I said, Nationals coming up. So I know we're gearing up for that. Speaking of that, I thought it was Orlando that they was choosing, but apparently in 2028, Nationals thinking either Atlanta or Detroit.
My God, it's such an obvious choice of where we should go. I mean, come on now.
That was so obvious.
I mean, come on. Let's take it to Detroit so because, it's just such a wonderful place. I mean, the beach is so great, the beautiful, dreary ass weather. Fuck no. Why are we not going to Florida, boys and girls? Like, are we even going to pretend to fucking vote on this? Like, let's just fast forward this shit and start planning for Orlando. What time do we need to plan our
No, Atlanta.
Or Atlanta. Yeah.
I mean, Atlanta's so obvious. It's just
beyond obvious.
The World Congress Center is gonna be great for it. It would be awesome, right?
That'd be crazy. Can you imagine the hotel next to it? I'm definitely getting.
That's the only thing that hotel may price out, a lot of folks from staying there. That's an expensive hotel.
No, you ain't lying. It's great. Listen, it's a great hotel. I love that hotel. I love
it. Yeah,
I love that hotel. It's very expensive. Yes.
Right. And there ain't no other hotels around there. Not right around the World Congress Center.
It's not
a lot, anyway. Not a whole lot. Not like that close.
Oh well, no. Of course, no, not that. No, not that close. No, but yeah. I mean, I don't understand why they just don't announce. But here's the deal: Detroit have it in the when they have the Detroit auto show. I mean, that's also. I mean, I like Detroit.
Yeah.
Shout out to Detroit. All that. I like Detroit, but I mean, I've always said the South has the best car shows anywhere in the country. Period. And I think if they have it in Atlanta, I think this will break the record of attendance to the National. Because like I said, a lot of people down south, they want to go to the National.
So.
They just can't get up there.
Yeah, and I mean, you got several cheap flights to Atlanta. Atlanta do a lot of cheap flights.
Yeah.
I mean,
that'd be crazy. The whole
around there local, as long as there's not a football game going on.
Which it won't be. I think the only thing you have to worry about is baseball, but it still won't affect
it. A whole different city. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. So I mean, unless
there's a football game there, like the parking's gonna be, sufficient. You have the garage open, all the decks, all the lots, satellite lots. The homies down the street had their yard open, parking about 30 cars in their front yard.
The one that was barbecuing?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, very hospitable folks.
So I think
ATL
I think like I said, it's just an obvious place now. I guess the question is, what is Detroit going to do to get them to come? You know how Atlantic City had that BS of, oh, you don't have to pay nothing to come here, just come here. Nobody wants to go to Atlantic City, but people in Philly. That's it. Nobody wants to go to Atlantic City. You know what I'm saying? So come on down to Atlanta. Let's have a good old time. And I mean, like I said, I could just imagine the trade nights in Atlanta. I mean, like I said, it's just, but
yeah, I definitely want to have one in Atlanta. We have one in Atlanta. We hosting a trade night.
We could do that.
Right.
I'm super down with that.
Right.
I ain't got a problem with that at all. Especially that Thursday. I'm trying to do a little something in Chicago. So watch out for that. Might have a little meet and greet up in Chicago. More information about that coming soon. Mm-hmm. So Memorial Day, like I said, Memorial Day weekend, big race weekend. I do. We were talking about this for the podcast, and I gotta say this, right? NASCAR needs to leave Fox because NASCAR, they showed it. I don't know if it was the first time on Prime. Showed it on Prime. Way better. Way better. Period.
NASCAR deserves better.
So, and you know, you really, you don't realize that something's better until you see it in a different light. And I got hit up when I came back from Orlando. Was like, you gotta watch Charlotte on Amazon Prime. Said okay, turn it on, and immediately saw the difference. Immediately. Now, like I said before, I'm on record as saying that I never was a big fan of Dale Earnhardt Jr. Never.
Yeah.
But I do like his podcast. He's kind of wearing on me because I do like his podcast. And I do like his commentary on the race. I do like that. But him actually in the car racing, I don't like that.
I mean, he's smart. He's been around racing all his life, so he got not a lot of knowledge. Is he better than Troy Aikman? Not Troy Aikman, Tony Romo. And from a football perspective, because I really didn't like Tony as a football player, but I can appreciate him as a commentator.
I guess that'd be the same. I guess that I would say that's the same.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really care for Tony either. It just wasn't, he didn't really, it wasn't like a whole like, oh my gosh, I think that's a good comparison because, like I said, I was definitely surprised on. I like the chemistry on the commentary of the NASCAR on Prime. I really did. I do like the chemistry on there. I thought it was very interesting. Like I said, listening to it on there, I'm just like, and watching it, I'm going, wow, this is there's no gimmicks, no cartoons, no, everybody's not wearing suits on there, which I just never got. It's not, and the whole you actually watching the race. I mean, I love it. That's what I'm saying. Fox, like I said, Fox better watch out because, like I said, they're gonna lose the NFL and NASCAR.
Oof.
So I've already said they're gonna lose the NFL, and I don't know what they're gonna do. CBS gonna lose it too. CBS, Fox, ESPN gonna lose the NFL.
Yeah, every year you get more and more Prime games, and who else might show a game outside of like Fox?
Apple. You got Apple also. You say there's Prime. What's the Peacock? Netflix now.
Next thing you know, Tubi gonna get
Tubi did the Super Bowl.
See there?
No, it was Tubi did the Super Bowl. It was Tubi. I think Tubi did like a free like Super Bowl thing. What I understand? Yeah.
Yeah, I was just messing. Yeah. See, that's how it goes.
Tubi got probably. I can't say some of these shows on here, but their shows is so they have a Power. They have a dollar store version of Power on Tubi, like Detroit something. I mean, it's more comedy than serious, but it's like, what am I watching? I'd be looking like, what am I watching? What is this?
Right.
Like what am I watching on here? It's just like, but it's just hilarious though.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Watching this. So, also like I said, and I'm a huge college football about to come up soon, and we got a couple shows in the work too, so that's a big announcement soon. Also, they revealed the cover of the college football 26. So I'm a huge, and like I said, Cody still got to run the table on college football 25 if he wants it. the 26 cover had Ryan Williams on there and Jeremiah from Ohio State, and I'm just not a big fan of that. And like I said, I love Ryan Williams. Roll Tide all day, but I'm like, damn, we putting sophomores on the cover now.
Hey, he's projected to be that dude.
Yeah, but that's like 2 more years.
You gotta put him up there, yo. If he never made that catch and did that spin move like twice.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we had a quarterback that can throw a ball, he wouldn't have to do gymnastics in the air to catch a ball. So
you know what I am saying?
You know,
I mean, shout out. I think Diddy enjoyed the slam dunk contest. So sometimes people like those acrobats in the air. You know, got up on his tiptoes when they dunked over him. You know, the little air acrobats aren't bad.
little glaze action.
I mean, you know, little graze, maybe a little. Back in the day, they would have called that a sack tap in Call of Duty, but you know, I think you get banned for that now.
Oh, speaking of Call of Duty, oh my gosh, listen. I was on there, and I was on TikTok, and Modern Warfare 2 has to be the greatest Call of Duty video game of all time. Because I think it was a mixture of shit talking and just great boards. Now I'm a Black Ops fan, but that Modern Warfare 2, boy.
Yeah, Black Ops was really.
I love Black Ops, but Modern Warfare 2, just to sure S talking on there. The whole your mama's this. I'm gonna go over your house and this and this and a lot of N words on there. It's been crazy. Crazy on there. Because I was talking I think I was talking to somebody and we was going over that. It was like that's what I meant. You can't do it now because people are gonna snitch and you get your account banned and all this other BS, like whatever. That's why I don't know why. Because the new Switch and Mario Kart, they have microphones now. I don't know what they're gonna get out of this. So
a faster way to ban people.
Yeah. Oh, but listen, shout out. But speaking of Switch, GameStop got a new policy, so I'll let people know. We'll get update from GameStop.
Yeah, shoot them an update real quick on that.
So the TCG went up $1 again, so now it's $19.99. Non-TCG is still the same at $21.99, but now we have to pay for shipping now. So for Pro members, it's $5. If you're not a Pro member, it's $10. Now, the only reason they're doing this because three things: the insurance goes up, the value of the car goes up, and it's express shipping. So they're trying to put less hands on the packages because I think they're just getting. I think they're just getting bombarded with theft.
Less hands, the better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that was what it was.
Yeah.
I bet so.
So just in case you go in there, it's a little bit more. That's why you got to pay for shipping now. So, like I said, I think that's we went a little, we got to tell people about the Collecticon.
By the way, if you guys didn't know, we went to Collecticon.
Yeah. Yeah, just let you know.
Yes.
So,
and two out of the three of us left with a Labubu, and technically we could say Marcus left with a Labubu, but just through Morgan, and she actually got the best color.
I'm glad you brought this up, which I was trying to get this in there. But here's the thing, right?
And this week, wait till we see these comps. It might not be.
We've been talking about. I feel like we've been talking about Labubu on here. Okay, so if anybody don't know, we got Labubus, right? Here's the thing, right? When you're on the outside in of this, you're asking the same questions, right?
What the fuck? Why?
Why is this even a thing?
Yeah.
So you don't really think about it because here's the deal. But when you're trying to draw interest in it, you go, okay, where can I get these at? I don't want to get online. I want to go to the store and get it. Well, there's none. This is in Texas, and I just saw New York also. So they're in Texas and New York. These stores are
Pop Mart. Only place you can buy them.
Only place you can buy them at.
Online.
Okay.
Texas and New York.
And that's it. That's the only stores you can get them at. And you're gonna be sitting 4 hours in line waiting to get this. So it isn't like a thing. It's like Supreme, right? Supreme is like heavy in New York. So it's like, so for me, Supreme doesn't move the needle for me. Neither did these at first, right? But let me tell you something. When you in an atmosphere of Labubu.
Hold on. Every guy that's got a $20,000 plus Rolex is rocking a fucking Labubu. Big giant swole guys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fully tatted from face to feet.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, hey, I like your Patek Philippe. And he's like, oh yeah, good eye.
Yeah.
Thanks. And I was like, oh, by the way, I like your Labubu.
Not just one, 3 hanging out off the bag. 3 or 4 hanging off the bag.
And 2 of those were Chase, like $700, $200 plus Labubu. Yeah.
Now,
very good.
Being in that atmosphere, you get it.
Mm-hmm.
You get it. I know people listen.
Wild. I was surprised.
People listening to us right now, going, "This ain't going to stay." It might not. But in a moment right now, I think the only reason
hold on. This is our the market, the pulse. We like to meet at a restaurant spot, right? Me and Amani do. Every now we'll do deals. I'll give him stuff for grading, whatever, right? And quite literally, this same server, she's come up and been our server several times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're the guys who bring Pokemon cards, sports, weird shit. Like, that's us. And so she comes up to our table asking about drinks, this, that, and the other. And I said, hey, do you know about these? And Amani holds his up. And the first thing she said, what'd she do, Amani?
She went ballistic.
Squealed. Like, oh my God, you've got a Labubu.
Forgot she had to work.
Immediately.
Forgot where she was at.
Forgot where she was at. Locked in.
It's a thing.
It's a fucking thing.
Now, like I said, I think this is a Supreme.
10 years down the road, maybe.
I think this is more of a Supreme drop.
For sure.
Yeah, because like I said, and I told Jerry, I said, this is more of a being accessible, right? Everybody it's a lot of people in Alabama. It's a lot of people in Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, Mississippi, Kentucky is not going to own this.
No,
because because you can't pick this up at Target.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Beanie Babies was because
they
you
were
can get them
everywhere. You go to damn McDonald's and get them.
Yeah. And like I said, will they have like Labubu kids meals? I don't think so. Like it's a difference between Labubu and Squashmallows, right? Because Squashmallows you can get them anywhere.
Yeah, on the strength. You get them joints at Kroger, yo. Get you a Squashmallow. I am very,
very, very curious on where these Labubus go to. Oh, yeah. Also, you can dress them up too. So I think that's another.
Now, hold on.
That's
2 of the 3 of us have Labubus.
Yep. Hold on.
And Amani's already bought clothes for his.
Yep.
Hey,
Fit's
now
gonna be nice.
I'm actually waiting for a prototype scenario that we might have possibly heard about off the recording from a wonderful sponsor. Shout out Connect Collect. Use the code Quiet20 for 20% off. And man, you could, if you can dream it, they can build it. And we might have some interesting dreams. Someone might have a smile on their face right now.
It's gonna be some fresh stuff come out.
So, but like I said, get y'all the boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like I said, I'm very curious what this goes to. But yeah. But so shout out to us.
Yeah.
For making it happen.
Making it happen.
But like I said, follow us on everywhere you listen to podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up. YouTube, Twitter. Not in Facebook yet, because we just ain't gonna go that far. But everywhere else, TikTok and all that. Got a lot of stuff coming in. But yeah, it's been great. Road to the National starts now. And
shout out to that interview that you did for the Road to the National, by the way.
Oh yeah, shout out to Sam for let me get on there. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, shout out to Sam. I'm gonna be here a big shout out. Can we just it just ended while I was there. You know what I'm saying? I was like, and I've been reposting and stuff but like I've been at the show Saturday and Sunday, so I've been trying to post this. I'm glad that he kept reminding me to post and everything, but oh my gosh, but wish we had better internet, but whatever.
Yeah.
Shout out Tornadoes.
Who?
The Tornadoes for better internet.
I know, it's just ridiculous. We got, but like I said, that's what you get for Alabama. So, But anyway, until next week, we out. Let's see anything. Yeah, next week we'll be here next week. Yeah, I thought it was like 4th of July. So, I know I'm out of it.
4th of July is definitely next week.
Oh, and also I'll be in Minneapolis today. So anybody listening in Minneapolis, let me know. So I'll be there today.
And shout out to anybody listening in Brazil. We love our Brazilians. We out of here.
How do we love our Brazilians?
Interesting individuals. Great listeners.
Fly, Eagles, fly.